25% of those cases are being hospitalized, that people are 20 to 29? Does that seem unusual?
No. No, I think it's
you don't believe that number?
I think it's counter to every other data point we have.
It would seem.
When we have a state that has detailed evidence like Florida, we see that although there's a huge rise in cases, they're almost all overwhelmingly healthy young people. They are not being hospitalized. They are not dying. The deaths are going down per day. The hospitalizations are going down per day. And that's not likely. I think that what is happening in Texas, I know this is true, they're testing every person that gets hospitalized for COVID-19. We know that the vast majority of people with COVID-19 who are young particularly are asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic. I question if those people who are positive for COVID-19 and being hospitalized for something else are classified as COVID-19 hospitalizations. That's a big difference.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. You said that you think it's a good thing that these young people are getting it. I mean, everybody I know says, I'm not that worried about anything terrible happening to me if I get this, but I really would rather not get it. So how could it possibly be a good thing for these folks to be getting it?
Well, sure. Here's the point. Most of these cases, the average age of infection is down to in the 30s now, whereas in the beginning it was in the 60s. Yeah. That's because we have learned to protect the older people, and we're now dealing with infections in people who have essentially no problem with the infection. This is proven all over the world, not just in the U.S. Every country in the world shows this. There's not arguable, really. And so when we look at that, and we see a lot of people who have no problem with it getting infection, that's exactly how a population develops immunity. The whole topic of herd immunity that has been sort of totally mystified, unfortunately, and misinformation has spread about it. The reality is that when a population has enough people who've had an infection, and since these people don't have a problem with the infection, that's not a bad thing. That's how we prevent the connectivity of spread to people who have high-risk profiles. That's why immunizations are given, so that we can block the spread in enough people so that the connectivity pathways to the high-risk people is stopped.